To create and display a React element, we have to follow two simple steps. We have to create the React element and we have to render it into our DOM. In order to create a React element, we will use the React.createElement function. This function takes 4 arguments. For now, we posit only the first argument, the type, which can be a string. Here we create a read-only variable React element, which we will assign to React.createElement and posit the string of h1. Now that we have our React element, the next step is to render it into our DOM. For this, we can use the render function from the React DOM library, which we already imported. This function takes 2 parameters. It takes a React element and a DOM container node. The React element we already created, so now let's create the DOM container node. Here we will create another read-only variable, which we will call root, and assign it to document.getElementById and posit string of app. This will grab the div with the ID app from our index.html and we'll use it as an anchor point. Okay, cool. So now we got everything we need for our React DOM.render function. So we can do React DOM.render, posit our created React element, and posit our DOM container node, which we've called root. Let's double check if our Webpack dev server is running and that there are no errors. This is looking good. Let's open our browser. As you can see, nothing is rendered yet, but don't worry. We can open our Chrome inspector and then the Elements tab. If we inspect, we'll see our h1 React element. So there you go. We have created our first React element and render it into the DOM. I know it doesn't really look like much, but it's a really good start. So let's get it a little bit more exciting.